What do you think of Bonnie Blue sleeping with 1,057 men?
How honest should I be out of 10?
11?
I want you to be honest.
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, go on.
I don't understand why men sit here and try and lecture you about it. I don't understand why men sit here and say you shouldn't do it. It's your body, your choice, right? This is the world we now live in. This is the end result of feminism. You are the perfect end result of feminism. In the world I believe in the conservative, traditionally masculinely ruled world, a man would be in charge of his daughters until they're handed over to their husbands or boyfriends, and there would be a degree of masculine guidance. But feminism didn't want that. You know, women complain that men don't want to get married. We did actually want to get married when we got obedient virgins, but they disappeared, and they complained about the patriarchy, and they were tired of us giving them a house to live in and kids to raise, and they wanted to make their own choices. So she's making her own choice. That's a fantastic thing. Yeah. I actually have a lot of respect for you because you own it and you're honest about it.
What if it was your daughter?
Well, that won't happen.
But she's her own person.
I never said my daughter's her own person.
Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, interact with the channel, man. We're about to get into this topic right here. Andrew Tate has said he is now a feminist after doing this interview with Bonnie Blue and, you know, going through everything that he's going through with the legal system. You know, they keep locking him and his brother up for, you know, their success and things that they say. So he has went feminist. I don't blame him not one bit, and I agree with him 100%. Let's see what else they got to say.
I said women want to be their own people. But my point is, there's so many women who go to Magaluf for a weekend and do something very similar, and then they come back to England and get with some fucking guy and start asking for presents from him and talking about how they deserve a traditional relationship and they want to get married and they want a Christmas present and all this bullshit. Most women do exactly what Bonnie does. I don't see you any different than most women. And I'm not saying that in a degrading way.
Most women don't sleep with 1,057 men in a day.
1,000? Does it fucking matter?
I think it does.
I don't really think it does.
So
it's all disgusting to me. If I met a woman and she said, I just sucked a dick yesterday, I'd say, well, I find you repulsive. I don't want to sleep with you. Goodbye.
What, so you're only going after third?
Yeah, I agree with him 100%, man. Whether it's 1 or 1,000, it doesn't fucking matter. And most women today, the average woman today between 20 and 30 years old have been with over 50 men. That's a fact. The average woman today is nothing like the woman of yesterday. The women, you know, back in the day where you had to meet a woman's father to get, you know what I'm saying, anywhere near her pants. You have to damn near marry a woman to get in her pants back in the day. Today's women, you get that shit first day. It's nothing. You can get a motherfucker to have sex with you before you can get them to make a sandwich. Especially in the black community.
Well, it's not about only going after virgins, but I think if you're a straight man, the idea of having a bunch of men fuck a woman that you're with is pretty repulsive.
But everyone has a past.
But see, this is the kind of shit white people say. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Everyone has a past. That's not acceptable. In fact, let's analyze that. Everyone has a past. You're right. Everyone does have a past. It's true. But isn't the primary objective of a man to find a woman with as little past as possible? Would you argue that's one of the precursors to finding a wife? Considering that wives were supposed to be virgins. This was the deal. The reason I'm proud of Bonnie, and I am genuinely proud of you, I like Bonnie. I like what she's doing. Because the deal was...
Are you not, like, contradicting yourself here?
In what way?
Well, you're proud of her sleeping with 1,057 guys, but women should be virgins.
No, I'm saying that the social contract, the construct of society that made family function was women were obedient virgins and they found a man who provided for them and they listened to that man. Women have then said, we don't like the patriarchy. We're tired of being provided for. We're tired of being taken care of. We don't want to listen to anybody. We want to make our own decisions.
Facts. Before women started this liberal thing, you know, sleeping with a bunch of men and all this kind of stuff, man, they actually listened to that man that they were having sex with. You know, a lot of women today, they'll have sex with a man, but they will not listen to him. They will not take advice from him. They don't want to hear shit that he got to say, especially if she got more money than him, especially if she even thinks that she's smarter than him. A lot of women today, feminism has even programmed women into thinking, You know, just because they got a degree, even if they got more money than the man, just because they got a degree or they're going to school and learning something, they feel like they're still better than the man. That's a fact. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Precursors to finding a wife? Considering that wives were supposed to be virgins. This was the deal. The reason I'm proud of Bonnie, and I am genuinely proud of you, I like Bonnie. I like what she's doing. Because the deal was...
Are you not, like, contradicting yourself here?
In what way?
Well, you're proud of her sleeping with 1,057 guys, but women should be virgins.
No, I'm saying that the social contract, the construct of society that made family function, was women were obedient virgins, and they found a man who provided for them, and they listened to that man. Women have then said, we don't like the patriarchy. We're tired of being provided for. We're tired of being taken care of. We don't want to listen to anybody. We want to make our own decisions. That was women and feminism that ended the traditional family unit. And now women can make their own decisions. So I'm glad that Bonnie's making her own decision.
Yeah,
I'm not here to tell you not to do it.
I take women back 100 years. I'm like, no, I'm the clear example of how to be empowered. I use my body. I do what I want, when I want. And this is the thing you've been banging on about for years. And when I get hate, like when I click on the comments of these women that are like, oh, you're taking us back 100 years, then in their bio it says stay-at-home mom of 2. I'm thinking, what the fuck was you rooting for?
That's
because
right.
you have just stayed.
Yeah, women are so contradicting, man. Like, Bonnie Blue is the example of what y'all been fighting for. That's why Kamala Harris put, you know, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and all them into her campaign, because that's what women have been fighting for. Women have been fighting to be liberal. Women have been fighting to be, you know, independent, having their own money and having sex with as many men as they want to, as many men as they desire. That's what they've been fighting for. And this is the end result of it. Women having sex with 1,000 men in one day. Miss Bonnie Blue.
That's right, Bonnie. See, this is the future.
Yeah.
This is the future. This is fantastic. It's exactly what Western society's headed to. So why are we going to sit here and pretend this is not? Why are we going to sit here and pretend that most women who go on girls' holidays aren't doing something similar to what Bonnie does, just because it's not on camera? Why are we going to sit here and pretend that these men who walk around with their wives in the pub in England, and they're like, oh, my wife, yeah, everyone has a past. Oh, no, she's done the same shit. What's the difference? Who gives a fuck, right? We're either going to care and accept that women are judged on their past and judged on their innocence and judged on their naivety and judged on these things like it used to be, or we're going to sit and say it doesn't matter, everyone has a past. Well, if everyone has a past, everyone has a past. Who gives a fuck? Does it really matter?
So
Facts. If we gonna sit back and you know, just sit back and say that, you know, everybody got a past and you shouldn't judge people off their past, then who gives a fuck? It's a free fall. People can do what they want. I'm down with it. If that's what y'all want, I'm down with it. If y'all don't want families no more, y'all don't want to be taken care of, y'all don't want a good man at home to help you take care of your kids, hey man, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. I'm with Andrew Tate.
Or
what would you do if it was your daughter, though?
But why are you asking impossible questions?
Well, it's not an impossible question.
Of course it is.
How?
It can't happen.
But anything can happen.
It's against the laws of physics.
It's not.
I mean, if your daughter opened her legs and took 1,000 dicks, it's not impossible.
Of course it is.
What?
Why is
the
it
dicks
impossible?
would enter her pussy, therefore she's taken.
It's literally impossible for my daughter.
What, are you going to be there against your daughter's pussy saying that dick's not entering it?
No, my daughter just wouldn't make that decision.
But why?
Because I still raise her in a household where she is masculinely guided, and she will be guided by me until I hand her over to some other man. However,
when a woman has a father at home, you know, they tend to be different than other women that didn't have a father at home. Most women who didn't have a father at home, they are overly promiscuous. They've been tampered with, you know, they've been taken advantage of, all kinds of stuff. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what it is.
I believe when women are left to their own devices, they will only ever make stupid decisions.
Was mine a stupid decision?
I wouldn't say it's any more stupid than most decisions women make, to be honest with you.
Yes. Yes. What he said, yes, you made a stupid decision.
I think that most women, to some degree, are sex workers anyway. Like,
I mean, yeah.
let's be honest about it, right? Most women, look at Miami or Dubai. What's your job? Oh, I've got a boyfriend. So your job is being a girlfriend. And why does he give you money? Because you give him sex. So most women are sex workers anyway, to be honest.
But isn't that what you said the family unit was?
Well, then you're a sex worker with one customer. you know, which is nice. I guess it's better. It's more efficient.
But what about if you're raising children? That's not sex work, is it?
No, that's being a mother.
Yeah.
All right, so that's interesting, Rob. Rob said this, not me. So they're either virgins, sex workers, or mothers. Are those the three categories?
I think you're putting words into my mouth.
I think that's what Rob just said. Those are the three categories.
I'm just sat in the middle.
And women have to choose to be one of them.
So
that's basically what it is today, man. They either virgins, sex workers, or mothers. Or the last two could be true in both. In most cases, they could be both.
What you think?
I think that when a woman becomes a mother, she has a purpose. And I think that women should be having children as soon as possible. And I think it gives their life a direction. And I think it's the most important thing to preserve society, especially if you want to talk about geopolitics and talk about race and all of these things. If you want to have a country that looks like the country it used to be, you need to have the original people from there having children. I think all of that is true. Absolutely. I think every day a woman goes without having kids is primarily a waste of time. But once again, what does it matter what I think? Rob, I've given up. Rob, I've given up trying to save the world. I've given up. No, Rob. I've given up.
Haven't.
I've given up on misogyny and all this shit.
No, you haven't.
They attacked me with the Matrix. They keep throwing me in jail. I am now all for women empowerment. I think women should run around fucking as many men as they want. I like what Bonnie's doing. She's getting the bag. She's getting rich. Most girls out here don't want to have kids. They just want to get Birkin bags and Instagram likes. Good.
I'm with them too. I'm done trying to save the world. I'm done. I can't do the pandering thing that most men are doing, but I'm done trying to save them. I'm done trying to talk sense into women. I'm done. I've had enough. I can't do it anymore. I lost enough money. I lost enough friends. Hey, women can do what they want to do. I'm all for feminism.
I'm a feminist, pro-feminism. This is the world now. How the world's going to end up, who gives a fuck? Who cares about the future?
See, women go around, use sex to their advantage, but then are happy to cry about it straight away. Saying, oh, he took advantage of me. And it's like, you're the one that wanted to do sex to have like the job promotion, or you're the one that wanted to have sex to get more attention or try and be more liked. But then they cry about it. And that's what I get frustrated about. And even with porn stars, like people in my industry, they'll do this for a few years, get the money, get the boob jobs, get the house. And then suddenly they go, oh my God, I was forced into the industry. Oh my God, someone took all my money.
Have you ever considered a job as a lawyer? Because no. I could do with you. You're 100% right. So this is the false dichotomy of society, right? So this is the reason when I said I like what Bonnie does, because Bonnie completely 100% owns what she does. And she says, it's my decision. And I've seen people try and lecture you. I've seen people sit there and try and lecture.
Yeah, she make hoeing sound cool. Like she's convinced me to be a feminist. She's convinced me to let women do whatever the hell they want to do. Stop trying to talk sense into them. Stop trying to make them be something that they don't want to be. They want to be Miss Bunny Blue. That's what women today in 2025. This is the prime example of what they want.
Sure you. And say like, oh, but you're a creature of God and you shouldn't be doing this. No, you should do whatever the fuck you want. Exactly. It's up to you to do whatever you want. And you're not saying anybody tricked you into it. It's your decision. And let's be honest, when they talk about taking women back 100 years, let's actually be very honest here, Rob. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
There's always been whores.
It's the oldest profession.
Ancient Rome had whores. There's always been whores. The Aztecs had whores. You think there weren't concubines in the fucking Ming dynasty?
Saying no disrespect and calling her that is crazy. But you see how she just sat there and took that shit? If this was a black woman, she would have went the fuck off. A black woman would have lost her shit if he said that.
Sucking little Chinese pee-pee? Of course there were. There's always been whores. It's the oldest profession in the world.
Exactly.
So do you think it's a legitimate job?
Well, no, check her bank. I'm sure she's making fucking loads of money. So here's where do you draw the line? If we're going to live in this false dichotomy, because the world was very simple once, not too long ago. And men had this terrible misogynistic view, which I, of course, don't agree with, that women can't make their own decisions because they're naturally chaotic. And when women decide anything, life's fucked up. In fact, these men in their disgusting misogyny believed if you gave women the vote, we'd end up with open borders and drag queen story hours. So they didn't give women the vote. Then they did give women the vote, and society took a particular direction. But when men were in charge of things, women didn't have to worry about what they can do with their life because their father took care of it and then their husband took care of it. But now we live in a brand new world where women can make all of their own decisions.
Yep. Women can make their own decisions today, man. I'm all for it. I'm all for women making their own decisions. Y'all can have as many babies as y'all want. You know, have sex with as many men as y'all want. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I'm not arguing with no more women about what they do. If y'all want to do that, I'm all for it. I'm with Andrew Tate. I stand with Andrew Tate, man. Feminism all the way. Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know how y'all feel about this topic right here, man. Hit the link in the description. You want tattoos or piercings, you in Dallas, Texas, holla at your boy. If you want custom rugs for your home, your business, or a gift for a friend or family member, man, hit the link in the description. If you in the city or anywhere in America, we can get them to your doorstep. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Don't be a lame like these boys out here going against feminism, judging these women for what they do. Let them do what they do, man.